everybody, and welcome to Flavors of Israel. I'm your host, Natalie, and today's going to be a very special day because with our favorite chef, Chef Zizi. Thanks for joining us today.
Thanks for joining me today.
So, Zizi's specialty is to create delectable, delightful flavors with natural ingredients. So, Zizi, why don't you start by telling us a little bit about yourself before we get cooking?
So I like to create all my recipes and menus on the spot. Okay. I don't like to think too much about it. I like to go into the shuk or the market and to see what's available, and then I create. So that's much more fun for me, but it's much more risky. People say, what's wrong with you? Why can't you do the same thing twice? But where's the fun in that?
Okay, so what is the first thing that you're gonna make for us, Zizi?
So today, the first thing we're doing is nachos, which is a Mexican dish. And I think it's just a great snack or a great light dinner or breakfast. And I really love nachos and sometimes crave them. So I decided to show you how to make them in a really easy way. There are a bunch of steps, but you'll see how quick they each are.
Okay, sounds great.
So the first thing we're doing, which I already did, but I'm going to show you how I did it, was I took a whole wheat wrap and I sliced it like that, cut it, put it to the side like that, and then made chips, little triangles. And they don't have to be the same size because they're all the same width, so they'll all cook evenly. And that's done for us already. And I literally put them on this sheet pan, put it in the oven at 450 for like 10 minutes, and now they're chips. But now, we're gonna cover them with cheese, and we're gonna stick them back in the oven for a few minutes, and while we're doing that, we'll do everything else.
Okay, sounds great.
This is cheddar cheese.
Okay.
But really, you could use any shredded cheese of your liking. Okay, so we're gonna put this to the side, and
Sorry, but I love cheese, I can't help it.
Right before we're ready to have it, we'll put it in the oven. So now, we're gonna make the bean part of it, like refried beans. So I'm cutting this onion just into slices. And I'm gonna add olive oil to my hot pan and add the onions.
Of course, you have the cutest jar for your olive oil, the cutest jar for your salt.
It's all about the little details in life.
Okay.
Like that. Now I'm gonna use half of this. I personally like the whole thing because I love really spicy food, but I'll use half so you don't get scared.
Okay.
And 4 cloves of garlic, okay? I'm gonna cut it in half again and slice it.
Doing that pretty fast.
Yeah, well, I give knife skills lessons to teach people how to chop like a chef. And then you cook in half the time. Okay, so our onions are frying. While our onions are frying, before we add this and our beans, I'm gonna make the eggs. And you'll see how we're slightly cooking them because we want them runny.
Okay.
As soon as the white appears, we're gonna gently flip them. We're just turning them slightly over. Okay. Then I'm gonna turn it off. In the meantime, our onions are ready for our beans. So we're gonna add our black beans.
So these are regular beans in a can?
So I cooked my own, because in Israel, you can't find so easily black beans in a can. But I just put them in water. I didn't soak them overnight. I just put them in water for like 45 minutes to an hour on boil on high. So I'm adding the beans to our fried onions, the hot pepper, and the garlic. I'm adding salt and some garam masala spice blend.
Garam masala?
Yeah, so usually Mexicans use cumin, but I like garam masala better because it has cumin in it, but it's a much more strong and unique flavor. So now we're gonna make our salsa. I'm gonna add some olive oil and lime juice to my salsa, and it's done. Now let's get these in the oven because we're almost ready to eat.
Yay. So hungry.
Okay, So it'll be about 2 minutes. And then we're gonna plate it all here. In the meantime, I'm gonna slice the avocado.
What's more beautiful than a perfectly ready avocado?
Yeah, this is a really good one. We got lucky.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm slicing it.
Scoop it out with the spoon.
And then we're gonna scoop it out right before, but we're preparing it now so that it's ready. See that?
Yum.
I'm gonna chop the cilantro.
Alrighty. Unfortunately, I can't help out Zizi today. I have one arm, so you could do all the work.
It's really
Honey.
rude of you. You say honey?
Honey.
Now comes the fun part, but we have to do it really strategically because time is of the essence.
Oh, wow.
Because we have chips that have melted cheese on them, and in about 4 minutes, they won't be good anymore.
Okay.
So we have to plate everything and eat it.
Alrighty, let's do it.
Okay, now we're gonna put our nachos, actually we could do it this way. We're gonna put them straight onto our board. And you know me, I like to do everything on wood. Now we're gonna put a few slices of avocado chilling. They're just gonna chill, okay?
Oh, you're not gonna make a guacamole?
No, because we're gonna make everything else and it will seep into the avocado. Now we're putting our eggs down. And now we put down our refried beans that are really pretty and spicy, hopefully. Hopefully, Natalie.
And then for the best part, the salsa to make it colorful.
Yeah. Now we drizzle this wherever we can. Sprinkle with cilantro. And then we juice it with a lime.
This is my favorite kind of food.
Me
Food that you can get
too.
messy.
Use your hands.
Yeah, exactly. Let's
Okay.
try it. Okay, first we need a nacho with all of the
You have
ingredients
to
on
get
it.
into the egg. Look.
Look at that.
Look, get into the egg.
Oh my god, I almost forgot about the egg.
You can't forget about the egg.
Mmm.
Oh, I love this kind of food.
This is great. Zizi, once again, you have done an amazing job.
Thanks,
You're
Natalie.
keeping me well fed.
I need more.
All right, everybody, stay tuned. You don't want to miss what's coming up next with our favorite chef, Zizi. Bye-bye.
We're here right now in the Inbal Hotel in Jerusalem with the head chef, Nir El-Kayam.
Hello.
How are
Welcome to
you?
Jerusalem
Thank
and
you so
welcome to
much.
Inbal.
Okay, so what are we going to be making today?
Okay, today we are going to make a baklava
Okay,
that is from filo pastry,
all right.
okay, but it's not sweet, okay. The idea is to make something that is more Italian, but is connected to the local Jerusalem kitchen.
All right.
Okay, so what we have here is filo pastry, 2 sheets of filo pastry. We just put a little bit olive oil because the filo pastry doesn't have any oil inside. It's 0%.
0% fat,
Yeah.
my favorite. But then you're adding fat on top of it.
What is food without fat?
What is food
Doesn't
without
taste.
fat? It's not fun.
That's fun. And we put them one on top of the other.
Okay.
Okay, we cut them.
In fourths. Okay.
Okay, then we take 2 baking trays, baking paper,
Some more oil.
yeah, but it's olive oil, it's healthy, no?
Yeah? It's my favorite.
And
So on top of them, we keep them both on top of one another,
one
right?
on top of the other.
All right.
And
So usually baklava is a sweet dish, right?
Usually baklava is a sweet dish with nuts and pistachio
Right.
and a lot of sugar.
Yes.
And this, and we take another baking paper
Okay.
on top of this and another baking sheet.
Wow.
Why we do it like this?
Why?
We want it to be pressed. We don't want it, first of all, the paper in the oven, if you put it on turbo, everything will fly in the oven.
Right.
And the dough will rise. And I want it to stay flat. And like this, I put it in the oven, 170, 180 degrees Celsius.
Celsius.
Celsius. And it's about 10 minutes. It depends on the oven, 12
Right.
minutes.
Right.
And what we will get out of this is,
Ta-da!
ta-da!
12 minutes have passed, and now we
Yeah.
have our cooked phyllo dough.
There is no time in Jerusalem, it
Right.
passed.
There's no time here.
That's what you get.
Wow.
The dough ready,
Right.
okay? Mixing bowl. Ricotta cheese.
So we're making this cheesy.
Yeah.
I like that.
Mascarpone cheese. A
Mascarpone.
lot of fat because there is not enough olive oil.
There's not enough olive
Yeah.
oil, there's not enough fat, you need some excitement.
Okay. We mix them together. Salt,
Pinch of salt.
pepper.
Okay.
Okay. Now, this is garlic. What we did with the garlic, pre-cook it with a lot of oil, like a confit, and it's very, very soft.
Right.
Okay. We put it in.
How many cloves would you say?
About 2 or 3, depend how much do you like garlic.
I love
Okay,
garlic.
it doesn't feel strong because it's pre-cooked and for a long time.
Right. It's not raw garlic where
It's
you
not
taste
raw
it
garlic.
right away.
You see,
Okay.
it's like a paste now.
Right.
And we mix it with the cheese.
And we were talking earlier about how these are kind of like interpretations, or, you know, how do you say it? These are kind of infusion meals. Like you guys infuse a lot of different cultures into the meals that you guys make here.
If you go, let's say, in Italy, you can find dishes with ricotta and mascarpone.
Right.
But you won't get them like with the flavors that we use here. And if you see, this is za'atar leaves,
Za'atar.
okay? And it's quite unique to the Middle East,
Okay.
okay? And what we do with this, excuse me,
It's okay.
is chop them a little bit.
So we chop a few leaves of za'atar, and that kind of adds the uniqueness to the
This
Jerusalem.
adds the unique to Jerusalem. Not just this, you will see other stuff in the dish in a moment.
Okay.
Okay. Not a lot because you don't want to be overcome the cheese. Okay. And now
Ooh, what now?
pumpkin.
I love pumpkin.
Okay, this pumpkin already been baked.
Okay.
Just cube of cup pumpkin, olive oil, salt, pepper into the oven, 180 degrees
Celsius.
Celsius, and it will take 10 minutes, 15 minutes. We don't mix it here. Okay. What we do now is when we set the plate, take phyllo. We take some of the cheese. Okay. Put it here. We take some of the pumpkin, and what we do with the pumpkin is this. We heat the pan and warm the pumpkin a little bit.
So after the pumpkin's already been cooked
After it's
and
been
chopped and cooled, before we plate it, we heat it up a little bit.
A
on the
little
pan.
bit because it's the dish is a game between cold and hot. Okay, while we let it cook a little bit, we chop some more za'atar. You can either work with za'atar, you can work with oregano, you can work with marjoram, all the same family, all belong to the same
I love that smell. You already
Don't
hear the pumpkin in the back.
don't use
With stems,
the stems and don't use dry za'atar.
has to be fresh one.
It has to be fresh. Okay. Now we are making, let's say it's a little bit like a salad. Okay. That will go with the dish.
So the main ingredients of the dish were the phyllo dough,
The phyllo dough, the cheese.
the two types of cheeses that you mix together here in the bowl. You add a little za'atar,
And now
and now
I put it. You can smell different when it's hot. On top of this.
so good.
Another layer.
Ooh, like a little sandwich.
Next, we take some whatever cheese that you like. We use some kind of goat cheese.
Okay.
Okay.
But you could use any kind of cheese that you like.
Yeah. You put it here.
This is a very cheesy meal.
Okay. In a home oven, because you don't have a salamandra like us.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Huh? Do you see that?
At home, you open your oven.
You put that in the oven after you've already...
Yeah, but the oven is on grill. Only the top
working.
is on. Not turbo, no nothing, just grill. Okay, you see, I took almonds. The almonds are already roasted.
These are unsalted, nothing?
Okay, unsalted.
Okay.
Okay.
You're
This
making the
goes
salad with
together,
the...
yeah.
With the za'atar.
And then I take onion, also onion that's been cooked in olive oil. Go together with this, a little bit more garlic, because as you see we love garlic here. And
I do. This is our
This-
mini salad that goes on the side.
all goes together,
Okay.
okay? And it's ready now. You don't want to burn it.
Wow, that was so
Okay.
fast.
And this will go on the plate. Now, Jerusalem, Italy. Okay?
So what makes this Jerusalem and this Italy?
The za'atar, the almonds
Okay.
together, the olive oil. This is all ingredients around us.
Right, this is the culture
And
here.
the
in
cheese and the pumpkin is not from here.
Jerusalem. It's not really
And if you like,
fatty.
you can a little bit more olive oil.
Because we didn't put enough fat in
No.
this, right?
And
It's not fatty enough. You're about to say voila?
voila. But voila in Jerusalem.
Voila. That's amazing. All right.
Okay.
So
Now you can taste if you want.
now it's my favorite part.
Break it, break it. Don't be afraid. Break it.
I want with this part. Just making this bite looks insane. You know what you're doing. This was delicious. I love the cheese. The pumpkin adds a little sweet to it. This is fresh. A little bite.
You feel it's cold, it's warm.
Right, you don't understand what's
it's a
going
salad.
on there.
It's
What's happening? And
What's
you really,
happening?
the almonds really add crunch.
Crunch,
It
yeah.
really makes it, because this is soft. It doesn't look soft. But
no,
when you
it's
eat
just
it,
very
it's
soft.
really soft. Yeah.
That's why we don't overeat it because the cheese inside is very soft.
Right. This is delicious. All right.
So today we're making Denise, which is a kind of fish, and we have it filleted beautifully from Shuk Machne Yehuda. And you could make this recipe with other fish, but I like to try and pick fish that people may have heard of but not necessarily have tried. It's a very simple flavored fish, as most fish are. It's just like buttery and light.
Okay.
So I like to amp it up
Okay.
with fresh ingredients.
Okay,
Okay.
so what is the first step?
So, we're gonna slice our shallots. All of them. Okay,
And of course, a hot pepper, I see.
obviously.
Zisi loves her spicy food.
But this isn't spicy. This adds flavor. In the same way that some people add like a dash of hot sauce. So instead of doing that, I use the real thing, but I only use like a portion of it without the seeds to add, to create an all-around flavor. So I'm chopping half of my hot pepper, so it just adds flavor and not heat. And now we're gonna add all of this to our pan.
Okay. You can smell the sweet coconut coming from the
Yeah, it's
pan.
a really light, summery, incredible flavor. We're really cooking that for 1 minute. In the meantime, we're gonna cut all of our apricots. These are fresh apricots, which are now in season. All the summer fruit is starting to be in season, and it makes me really excited. To this, we are going to add, this is called lemon mint.
Okay.
Smell it. It's amazing.
Smells refreshing.
I grow this on my Marimerpesset, but if you don't have this, you can buy regular mint. This is lemon thyme.
Okay, we used that the last time with you. You love this stuff.
Very good. If you can't find lemon thyme, you can use regular thyme. You can put that straight in, okay? And this is regular basil, not lemon basil. So our shallot mixture is done, and we're putting it in this bowl for now.
So it doesn't get too burnt.
Right.
Doesn't get too hot on the pan.
And it's all crunchy and delicious. And now we're literally wiping out this pan. We're not washing it. Just give it a wipe, like that. And then you add a little bit more coconut oil and get it hot again. In the meantime, we're gonna sprinkle our fish with salt and pepper. Now we're gonna put our fish in. We'll put the skin side down first.
Wow, look at it shrink.
Yeah, it
The
shrinks
second
up.
it touches the hot pan.
And it's 2 minutes per side.
Okay. Okay, so now that we flipped the fish, what happens next?
Now we're gonna add a little bit of grated ginger, just a dash. We're gonna add the juice of a lime. Now that this is cooled, we can add it. Kind of cooled. Natalie, add some salt, please.
Sure thing, Zeus.
A bit more, darling.
Got you.
A drizzle of olive oil. And the fresh herbs. And now we mix and serve. You mix this beauty, and I'm gonna plate the fish. Excuse me, darling.
She's in my way.
Always in
I'm
my
kidding.
way.
Look at all these colors. Orange, green, red. As you see,
Careful,
love the
darling.
colorful.
Careful.
What?
Look at that beauty. And beauty too.
It's cooked to perfection.
And now we're gonna put this beautiful salsa on top. Like that. Okay, and finish it with a lime.
The lime really puts it all together.
Limes
Gives
put
it a good
everything
taste.
together.